It's really amazing to see all of the different ideas people have come up with for their shows on YouTube. And I thought I'd try something a little bit different today. Now, let's say baby has diaper rash and you run into the medicine cabinet only to discover that some nincompoop has put sand in the Vaseline. What do you do? We'll find out right now on Off Topic. After thinking about this for a while, I figured there were a number of ways that I could approach removing this dirt from the Vaseline. Oh, God. What am I doing? Okay, so here's how I think you should be able to safely remove dirt from Vaseline. Now, kids, don't try this at home without parental supervision, okay? All right. Here's some of the things you're going to need. Number one, you're going to need a microwave safe bowl, some coffee filters, a spoon, and dirty Vaseline. God. Okay, so here's what we do, alright? Okay, so first let's just start spooning this filthy Vaseline into the coffee filter. Make sure you get all of it. God. I can't believe I'm making this video. You know, it's funny because I threatened the Linux distro community a few months ago before my show went down that I was going to actually do a video on this, and I never got around to it. So let's get all this God. So let's put all this Vaseline into the coffee filter. Alright, and you know what? I think I'm going to use more than... I couldn't find cheesecloth at the store. I thought I'd use cheesecloth, but... So... yeah, we'll just put all of it in there. Okay, and then, you know what? I think I'm going to use a second coffee filter. Just so that, you know, we can have two layers. Okay, and then we will plop this into the microwave. And then while that's microwaving, I'm going to go ahead and clean all this filth out of here. Okay, now before washing this out, I'm going to take some paper towels and I'm going to completely wipe out as much of this petroleum jelly out of the container as I can, because you really don't want any oily substances going down your drain, you know? So, probably be a good idea to wipe all this out really good. Get as much of it out as you can. And if you got any sand in the lid as well, where we have it, you'll definitely want to do the lid too. Okay, now that I have this wiped out as clean as I'm going to get it, just throw some dish soap into the container, and let's go ahead and start washing until it's perfectly clean. And you'll definitely want to use the hottest water that you can use, and get rid of all that residual oily gack out of there. And don't forget, kiddies, we have to microwave this until all of that petroleum jelly has melted. I can't believe I'm doing this. What a gooey looking mess. Looks like I'm going to have to nuke this a little bit longer.
Are you sick of the same old unreliable desktop shell that is bloated with activation technologies, insidious bugs, nebulous tech support, and blue screens of death? Tired of wasting your money on crappy upgrades that promise results yet do nothing but give you headaches? Are you fed up with viruses, spy technologies, and poor performance? There is a solution! Introducing Linux! Say goodbye to viruses, spyware, instability, and system crashes. Quit shelling out your hard-earned dough on expensive hardware when you can still get years of effective use out of a machine you purchased 10 years ago. Easily imitated but never duplicated, it fits in the palm of your hand and powers the internet. It can even run for years without needing a reboot. Can your Windows do that? Use Linux. It just works. That's right, you can have increased productivity, non-existent downtime, in the largest support community on the planet. But wait, there's more. You can have Linux 100%, absolutely, unconditionally free! Don't settle for pale imitations that copy our designs and restrict you to ridiculous terms that only a rocket scientist can understand. Now you can have a proven solution for your computing needs. You can use it on as many computers as you want and give it to your friends. So quit stalling, join the revolution, and get your free Linux today.
Now, what I propose that we do next is, once that is done melting, okay, that we're going to take 2 more coffee filters, put them into another bowl, and then we're going to siphon it into here, and then siphon it through these filters, and that way we can be sure that we got all the sand out of the Vaseline. Okay, now the Vaseline has been melted up pretty good here, and as you can see when we go ahead and lift these coffee filters up, okay, or maybe you won't be able to see, we're going to hold this up for a little while. It's looking like this Vaseline here is pretty darn clear coming out. But like I said, I want to run it through another filter here just to make sure. So I'm just going to hold this here like so. And then I'm going to just put this one underneath. Yeah, and that's actually looking clear. This is actually doing the trick. And then the stuff in the bottom of this bowl, we'll just dump that in here. And it looks like it got all of it out. Pretty cool, huh? And then all that's left over in this one is dirt. You can see the container is nice and clean and ready for use. So now we can go ahead and pour our siphoned Vaseline back into the container. Well, that experiment seemed to work a lot better than I thought, but really not practical. If somebody puts sand in the Vaseline, go to the store and get more, okay? If you guys have any other ideas for off-topic, please put them in the space below, and I will consider doing them as long as it fits in my family-friendly format. We'll catch you next time.
Hey, I love what it does for my hair.